Okay, I give summary what we discussed so far. What we discussed so far, I give the summary. Yeah. So last session we discussed about reservoirs. So we have there are 53 reservoirs in Java, and each word has each meaning. And so based on the requirement, we will use the predefined keywords, and then we can develop the programs. We can develop the programs. We can develop the programs. So before that, we discussed about what does it mean by variable, what does it mean by variable, and what does it mean by data types. And again, data types is divided into primitive data types, and I can say primitive types and non-primitive data types. Okay, so after that we discussed about reservoirs. Reservoirs again it can categorized into I would say user words and unused words. So after that we discussed about conventions, coding standards, coding conventions, coding conventions. We can say standards. Whenever you are writing the program, you make sure you should follow some standards. Make sure you should follow the some standards. And after that we discussed about the identifiers. Identifiers. Identifiers are the names. Names are required for all Java components are like a variable, method, class name. Okay, so interfaces we will give the names for that. For that, that is called identifiers. That is called identifiers. Are you guys clear with my points? So variable data types, primitive data types, non-primitive data types, registered words, identifiers. Okay, coding standards, or you can say conventions, naming conventions, naming conventions. So after that, we discussed about uh, coding conventions. So today we can go ahead with the read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the keyboard. So basically, whenever if you want to read some data from the keyboard, and then we can perform some operation, and then we can display some output. We can display some output. So basically, we can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. One is by using the scanner class, and the second one is by using scanner class, and second one is we have buffered reader, buffered reader, and third one. So scanner class, buffered reader, and third one is the command line arguments. Command line arguments. Command line arguments. Okay, these are the three ways to read the data from the keyboard. These are the three ways to read the data from the keyboard. These are the three ways to read the data from the keyboard. Basically, we can pass the input for the Java program to perform some operation. Based on the given input, we can execute some logic, and then we can send the output. We can send the output. So the purpose of this one is basically, one second guys. Yeah. So basically, we can pass the input. So what does it mean by read the data from the keyboard? Basically, we can pass the input. We can pass the input for Java program to perform some operation to perform some operation and based on the given input, I can say based on the given input, based on the based on the given input based on the given input, we can execute some logic. We can execute we can execute some logic. We can execute some logic and we can send the output. And we can send the output. We can send the output. We can send the output. Okay. So there are three ways to read the data from the keyboard. One is the scanner class and the second one is the buffer reader. There are three ways to read the data from the keyboard. One is the scanner class, buffer reader, and command line arguments. So how the diagrammatically? So diagrammatically, I will show you. So generally, normally, if I would like take here, which actually, so here we will pass as the input to the Java program, where actually, so here I can mention this is the Java program, and here I can pass as the input. Here I can pass as the input, and then here I can say this is the output. This is output. This is output. Okay. Okay, we are giving out input to that program, and then basically here we will write some business logic. Here we will write business logic, and then so this business logic completely based on the requirement, whatever the input we given to the Java program, and we will perform some that logic, and then it will send to the output. It will send the output. So we can pass the input for Java program to perform some operation, and based on the given input, we can execute some logic, and then we can send the output. We can send the output. We can send the output. So there are three ways to read the data from the keyboard. One is by using scanner class and buffer reader, and I would say command line arguments. Command line, command line arguments. Okay, command line argument. These are the three ways. So from that, so mostly we will use these two. Okay, these two mostly we will use, which means scanner class and buffer reader. Which means scan class and buffer reader. Okay, scanner class is the predefined one actually. Scanner class is the predefined class. So Java is our company's language or some others company language. This is some others company language, right? Meaning, for example, if you purchase any electronic product, so they will give some user manual, and there they will give the instructions to us, like how to use and all, how to what are the do's and don'ts. They will mention in that instructions manual. So similarly, Java is also some others company language, so they provided to us some instructions manual. So where you can see that instructions manual, you can go ahead with the document, that document which actually I shared with you. This is the document. You can look for the Java SC8 document. This is the document. This document I will share in the chat box. You guys, everyone, you can go ahead with that one, and then you can. I am copying this one. This is the document. I'm sharing this document to you on the chat. Okay. Now you can go ahead with the java.util package. Yeah, go ahead with that java.util package. And in that classes, go ahead with that scanner class. Scanner class. Scanner class. Now we are discussing about the scanner class. The heading is scanner class. Scanner class. So the first point with respect to scanner class is scanner class is the predefined class. Scanner class is the predefined class. Okay, very good. And which is available in scanner class and which is available in java.util package. Java.util package. Okay. Okay, fine, very good. So what is the purpose of scanner class? It can take the data from the keyboard and to perform some operation. It can take data from the keyboard and to perform some operations, some operations, to perform some operation, to perform some operation, and we can send the output. We can send the output. Are you guys clear with my point? Yes, we can send the output. So if you go with the document here, clearly you have the information about the scan class. Now you can see here a scanner is the class, and in the Java we have the OOPS concepts. So extends is the keyword and which is inheriting all the properties from object is the parent class, and from that we are extending the properties. And this is the implements. Implements is the iterator is the class, or iterator is the interface, and closable is the interface. So in the OOPS principles we have the basically there are 5 types of inheritance: single level, multi-level, hybrid, and multiple and hierarchical. So multiple meaning more than one parent. So if you can see here, scanner is the class and which is having more than one parent. So this is the one parent class, and this is the one parent interface, and this is the one parent interface. So this all comes under the category of multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Okay, now can go here. So if you can see here, so what is the purpose of scanner class and how we can read the data from the keyboard. So everything in this is the I would say the document provided to us, JDK team they provided to us. So here we can have the clear information about the all the classes, all the classes. Now if you can see here scanner class, here we have the clear meaning. Scanner breaks into as a input into the tokens using the delimiter pattern, and which by default matches the white spaces. The resulting tokens many then be converted into the values different types using the various next methods. Normally, you can assume there are two classes, and how to create the relation between two classes in Java by using creation object, create the object, and then you can make the relation between two classes, right? Yes. So similarly, scanner is also predefined class. Any class you can take, like demo class you can take any normal Java class you can take, and how to make the relation between predefined class and user defined class by using the object creation. So here also what they did actually, they create the object. So this is the syntax for creating the object. And system dot in meaning we are taking data into the system. So that is the reason you should pass system dot in as a parameter to that class, to that object. So parameters are the variables, and which will have the values to perform some operations. So we can pass that variables to that method to perform some operation, to perform some operations. Okay, so in that, if you go down, so here you can see here, basically I would say the class have the constructors, and these the methods. The method, there are two types of methods will be there. So going forward, we will discuss about the methods. So at that time, we will get the full clarity on that area. Okay, as of now, you can remember instance method and concrete methods. So if you click on the instance method, you will be able to see all the instance methods. And if you click on the concrete methods, you can able to see all the concrete methods. And if you click on the all methods, you will able to get all the methods, all the methods. So methods are used to perform some operations or some actions. Some actions. These all are the methods. These all are the methods. Okay, so if you scroll down, you will get a clear information about each method, purpose of each method, and what each method is doing. So every information which is clear in this document. Okay, so that is the reason I shared with you the document. And when you have the spare time, you can go with that document, and then you can try to understand each method purpose. Okay, so for example, now I will show you how to take the data from the keyboard and how to do the some basic operations like addition operation, multiplication operation, and these operations how we can do. Normally, the basic scenario I will show you. So based on that, we will gradually will go with step by step. Okay. So first, you should what you will do. You can create a Java file. So where usually we are doing in this folder. The folder is a test folder. Okay, so here I'm creating one folder. So as of now, I'm deleting this one. Okay, so folder I have already created. So in that, I'm creating one file, text document. In that, I can mention the name. The file name is demo.java. Demo.java. Okay, very good. In that, you can open. This is the file. In that, you can open public class. The file name is demo.java. So make sure file name and class name should be the same. File name and class name should be the same. Okay, fine, very good. Now, now main method. Every program execution start from the main method only. Uh, Public static void main. Okay, fine, very good. And this is the array outs, and from here to here. Yes, I told you in the previous sessions, each word has each meaning. So each word has the different story. So going forward, you will get the clarity on that each word. So as of now, you should by heart these two lines. These two lines. So public is the keyword, and static is the static void main is the methods concept, and this is the arrays concept. This is the arrays concept, and this is the naming conventions. Whenever you are giving the naming conventions for the classes, variables, and methods, you should follow some standards. So what are the standards we discussed? I guess in the last session, right? So make sure you have to follow the same standards. So that is the recommended standards. Okay. Okay, fine. Now you guys tell me. So where actually the scanner class is available? Scanner class is available in Java.util package, right? Now I need to. This is the normal demo class. Demo is a normal class. Then I want to make the relation between two classes. What are the two classes? One is the scan class and second one is the demo class. So how could I create the relation between two classes? How could I make the relation between two classes? So make sure you should create the object. You should create the object. So I'm creating the object scanner. The variable name is your wish. So how we can create the object? So for creating the object, we will use the new operator. So new and scanner class. Okay, object got created. So where object will be stored? So we discussed about the JVM architecture. JVM has the different memory sections. Okay, memory sections. So here also, new scanner. The object will be created. That object we are storing in one reference variable. That object we are storing in one reference variable. This is the reference variable, and that reference variable data type is, I would say, type is scanner. Type is scanner. Okay, so we successfully make the relation between two classes. Now with that we are we can able to use scan class inside the demo class. But where actually the scanner class is available, then so based on that I need to perform some operations. For reading the data, sc dot methods, where actually I can go ahead with the method. These are all the methods, right? Next line, next int. Okay, I want to read the integer values and I need to perform some addition operation, addition or so this kind of basic programs like addition, multiplication. So we'll try with that. Next int is the method. Okay, fine. We can go ahead with this. Next int method. Okay, I'm copying this method and then there actually I can go ahead with the here and then so next int is the method and this actually the variable name we can give anything and I'm mentioning like this the string integer values. Okay, so here I would like to mention system.out.println. System.out.println. This is the for understanding purpose I'm taking this as SOP statement. Println here read the data from the reader data from the reader a value from the keyboard a value a value from the keyboard from the keyboard from the keyboard. Okay, so similarly so here I'm storing in one reference variable that is the this is the a and this is the b and here I will do the addition operation basically enter result equal to enter result equal to I can say a plus b a plus b. Now here again I will take the SOP statement. In that I can mention the addition of two values. The addition of two values. The addition of two values is okay. The addition of two values is result. Yeah, I can save this file. Now this file you can run and then we'll see how it will give the results to us. Okay, so this is the normal commands. Regularly we are using the commands. The basic command is you can compiler. You can tell to the compiler, hey compiler, this is my Java file. Can you please run this Java file like that? Okay, Java C, and I can say demo.java, demo.java, demo.java. So here you can mention system.in. Why? Because we are taking the data into the system, right? So that is the reason you should mention here system.in. Okay, system.in. Okay, you can mention system.in. You can mention system.in. Okay, so you can save the file. Now you can go ahead with and then again you can run the file. Java C demo.java and now you can execute the file. Java demo. Read the a value from the keyboard. So I'm giving the values some 40. Enter, and here I would like to give some 50 and then enter. Now you guys can you see the result. 50 plus 40 is 90, right? 50 plus 40 is 90. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is how we can read the data from the keyboard. This is how we can read the data from the keyboard. This is how we can read the data from the keyboard. Are you guys clear with are you guys clear with my points? So I repeat one more time. So what we discussed so far. Basically, you can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. You can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. What are the three ways? What are the three ways? First one is by using scanner class. Second one is by using buffer reader. And third one is by using command line arguments. Third one is by using command line arguments. Okay. So this buffer reader we will discuss at the time of I would say conditional statements. Conditional statements. So conditional statements I would say if else, and switch case nested if. And at the time we will discuss about the buffer reader. Today we are discussing about scan class. All these three concepts main purpose is to read the data from the keyboard, and then we can perform some logic, and that we can send the output from the keyboard. That we can send the output from the keyboard. Okay, that we can send the data from keyboard. And basically next scanner class. Next scanner class. Scanner class is the predefined class which is available in java.util package, and it can take the data from the keyboard to perform some operation, and we can send the output. And we can send the output. And we can send the output. We can send the output. So if you go with this document, basically these are the methods. These are the methods where actually if you go here, these are the close method, delimiter method, find line method, has next method, has next method, has next method, returns the true. Returns the true meaning if anything will be there, then it has to return something. It has to return something. Next has next big decimal. Okay, so I would say has next int, has next float, has next line, has next long. Okay, has next short, locally match next, and next byte, next double, next int, next float. For example, if you want to read the string values that you can see, you can go ahead with the next line method. Next line method. For example, here if I would like to take, you can go ahead with the program demo.java program. Now here actually I want to read the data from scanner class, and here actually next line is the method. Next line method that you can store in some, I can mention like as string values. The same thing I can mention here, copy here, and then here I can mention like as the b, and now I can go ahead here, compile the file. The data type is we can convert into the string value. The data type you can mention like as the string value. You can save the file. We can go ahead with that. Basically the Java program. I'm giving some Krishna. You can see here. So here we are doing the string values also, we are doing the concatenation. String values also, we are doing the concatenation. String values also, we are doing concatenation. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is the one process to read the data from the keyboard. Okay, this is the one process to read the data from the keyboard. To read the data from the keyboard. Today, what you guys will do, you should take the scanning class, and with that you can do the addition operation and the multiplication. Uh, Addition operation you can use integer type, double, float, all the data types you can use, and that is one program with double is the one program, and it is the one program. So we can do all the operations like addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. Okay, these all the operations you can do, and then that assignment you can share on the group. So we'll check on that this on that. We will do the we will do the we'll mark as you guys as submitted. Okay, mark as submitted. Okay. So any queries, any other queries, guys, please let me know. Gina, what are the Yes, any queries, anyone, please let me know. Yes, any queries, anyone, please let me know. So today your assignment, you guys, you can do the programs on I would say addition, multiplication, subtraction. Okay, so these all the operations you can take the values from the keyboard, and you can read the values, and then you can perform some operation, and then that assignments you can share on the group. Okay, if you have any other queries, please let me know. Or else please share your names.